Hey everyone, we'll be getting on shortly. I am getting everything set up as normal, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, that's all good. Connection seems fine. Oops. And everything else seems all right. So, without further ado, let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to another stream of Wright Trilogy. Where we had left off, we had finished off the worst quest or case in the entire franchise. And we're going to move on to a better one. We ended up starting or showing off the intro, but we'll do that anyway, regardless. So we're going to see what we can get into in today after attending a ceremony. And then probably find that we have to defend someone for some reason eventually. Because there wouldn't be a reason to show nothing. But yeah. There's not much else to discuss, so let's just go over to the game screen and begin. Play. Go. String on there. Finish this. Okay. String on there. Everything seems good. I think we're good to go. So, continue. I'll have to do the intro again because it's like a... First one was a next time on. This is a now. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Who will be this year's Grand Prix champion? Who will be our hero of heroes? The screens of the damned want to know. Will it be last year's runner-up Jammin' Ninja? Or maybe Captain Saipad, all the way from the lovely tropical island of Saipad? I see the students of Captain Starry School are ready to win. The global hero Onyokapon doesn't want to go home without the prize. We hope Lady Luck is with all our heroes tonight. And now, the winner of the 3rd annual Hero of Heroes Grand Prix is me. We cut the moon in half. The planet is doomed. Whoa, the true hero of the night has appeared in our midst. Hero of superhero. It looks like this year's Grand Prix goes to this fantastic warrior. The Nickel Samurai. Too bad, Jammin' Ninja. Looks like the title eludes you again this year. Again, way to rub it into the guy's face. Just leave him alone. You could just be like, You could just be like, congratulations to the Nickel Samurai and to everyone else that took part, rather than, better luck next time, loser. So mean. Just be normal. Right, March 20th, 7:42 p.m. So, good? 4 months? Because I think the last one was in December. January, February, March. Yeah, so around about 3 months to 4 months. Alright, yeah! You hear that, Nick? Did you? The Nickel Samurai, he did it! Yeah, he sure did. I'm getting too old for this. Or maybe it's just not fun. I didn't do a voice for this guy, so I'm proud of the guy for doing this series justice. The person everyone was cheering for. I guess he got the prize? Yep. You know who you're talking about, right, Pearly? The Nickel Samurai. No, every Sunday I only watch the educational channels, Kids Masterpiece Theater. Okay, that's it. From now on, it's the Nickel Samurai. All the kids watch it. I want to rot your brain with a very bad show. Watch Power Rangers instead. That's so much better. Do you like the Nickel Samurai too, Mr. Nick? Nah, Nick's an old fart, so he's not allowed to watch it anymore. That's right, but I do like Kids Masterpiece Theater. Hey, I didn't know you were so young at heart, Nick. Mr. Nick, you're a grown-up. You're not allowed to watch it anymore. You're supposed to act your age and have interest that match. How about you shut up? People can do what they want. It's very important. Oh, give it a rest, Burley. Looks like I made the right choice in inviting everyone here. I'm glad you're all having a good time. Ah, it's like a dream. Too bad for Jammin' Ninja, though. Last year he lost to the Pink Princess Warrior of Little Old Tokyo. I thought this might be his year. Yeah. Oh hey, did anyone else think that Jammin' Ninja looked a bit different today? Different? What do you mean? Well, he wasn't carrying his bright red guitar. Hey, you're right. Strange you'd walk around without his signature guitar. I'll never understand these people and their shows. Anyway, Mr. Powers, thank you very much for tonight. Oh, it's nothing. I owe you one. It's just my way of saying thanks 2 years down the line. Hey, Nick, come on. Let's go get... It's time to get going to the lobby. There's a post-ceremony stage show that's supposed to start real soon. And then I heard there's going to be a press conference after that. Press conference? Is he going to make a speech about winning this year's prize? Well, not exactly. Something about the Nickel Samurai confessing something. Confessing? Sounds pretty serious. Nick, come on! You don't want us to be the last ones there, do you? Yeah, Mr. Nick, do you? Why me? The show doesn't even start for another 20 minutes. Ooh, eat that giant... red... Doesn't look like a chicken, so I guess duck? Why is everything red? Red lobster? Red cubes? What can I say? This is a really high-class hotel. I never eaten this kind of salad before. Poor Pearls, haven't eaten only vegetables all her life. She's been missing out. Don't worry, any leftovers belong in my happily waiting stomach anyway. You're such a glutton, Maya. I lose this one to Maya. You sure can eat. Well, a growing girl needs her nutrients. A growing girl? Exactly how big do you plan on getting? Enough for the artist to want to draw it. It sure is one luxurious hotel. Almost to the point of gaudy, with how it blends everything together, everything fancy imaginable. Speaking of fancy, didn't that bellboy give you something like that last year? There's a grand set of doors over there. I don't see any doors. I see a hallway. And behind those doors is an equally grand lobby. Should we go and take a look, Mr. Nick? Hey, wait up. This grand dessert is calling to me. It's saying, eat me now. The award ceremony was just held on that stage. It was really fabulous. You just reminded me of the circus for school for a second. Well, shows like that are guaranteed to be good, you know. Sure. If this is all a dream, I don't ever want to wake up. And all the directors and stars that were here to see the heroes, wow. I had no idea who most of them were. Neither did I. Nick, you gotta cut that news-only habit out. Your new show is going to be The Nickel Samurai every Sunday morning at 8. Oh, I know. We can watch it together starting next week. I'll come wake you up extra early to make sure, okay? I'm fine. You know, you really don't have to be on my account. That chandelier is pretty something, isn't it? I thought it was kind of a spaceship. Hey, Nick. How about we get one of those for the office? One of those hanging from our poor, weak ceiling? I don't think so. Plus, it would probably take half of the room. I think that's everything we can click on. Oh, by the way, I'm an attorney. I really owe you one. If it wasn't for you guys, I don't know what would have happened. What you did, it was a real tight spot I was in, and you fought so hard to get me out. I don't care what happens, I'll never forget everything you've done for me. And then we never see him again after this game. Sorry. Thanks for taking the time to take it out and show it to me. But I'm really sorry, I don't know a thing about it. The samurai. So, you're going to study to become a lawyer too? Am I right or am I right? It must be real tough. There's all those thick books of hard words you have to read. Well... Oh yeah, Mr. Powers doesn't know that Maya's a spirit medium. I thought you'd be able to tell by my clothes. Maybe he just thinks you got some strange hobby on the side or something. Hey, wait a sec. What's that supposed to mean? So, are you Maya's little sister? Sorry, but no. Oh, then you must be Mr. Wright's little sister. Again, I'm sorry, but... Then whose little sister are you? I'm sorry, but I'm an only child. Oh, I see. Sorry. Girl looks so sad. She looks really sorry, too. Thank you very much for inviting us today. Ah, it was nothing, really. Guys like us don't get to come to a place like this often, so I thought I'd invite you all. Hey, Mr. Powers, what have you been up to lately? Well, since the Pink Princess successfully wrapped up last month, I've been on a kids' exercise show while wearing a rabbit mask over my face. Oh, I see. I'm still really sorry about all the headache I caused you at the time, Mr. Wright. Why aren't you in the Nickel Samurai show is what I want to know. Ah, well, what's done is done. Let's forget about it. This is Will Powers. He's an action star. His popularity exploded when he was the Steel Samurai, and it was the first case Maya worked on with me. It's too bad you look scary, or people know you're a real softie for who's good with kids. Thanks. I can't believe they're going to make a movie based on the Nickel Samurai. I can't believe it either, but for a different reason. Steel Samurai, an epic story of one hero in a desperate fight against his arch nemesis, the evil magistrate in the city of Neo Old Tokyo, and they replaced him with nickel, which is worse than steel. I think. Didn't they also spell it wrong? Isn't it L-E? And last year they started a new series, The Nickel Samurai. The new series seems to be a hit with the kids too, because they just used the same plots, only changed it slightly. I'm really attached to the Steel Samurai as a show, so I was hoping that maybe I'd get the chance to do something in this new one. Yeah, it's too bad. It'd been awesome to see you with the new actor Matt Engard. He's super popular right now. Mr. Ungard? Looks like Pearls doesn't know who he is. This year is going to be the Nickel Samurai versus the Jammin' Ninja at the box office. Jammin' Ninja? Who's that again? So who is this Jammin' Ninja again? He's a hero, duh! His symbol is the bright red guitar he's always carrying. A ninja who always carries around a bright red guitar. How does that even work? With a scarf around his neck and a guitar in his hand, he rises to stardom in the ancient time. I want to make the thing disappear, because some of these animals look odd. Like, I can just see this eldritch abomination of a deer just looking at me through the back of this. Also, his guitar has got abnormally long strings. Like, why are they like that? A ninja who becomes a star? Yeah, a ninja becomes a star. There's a strong rivalry between the two of them. Global Studios, Nickel Samurai, and Worldwide Studios, Jammin' Ninja. They even air at the same time. You know what I heard? I heard those two don't get along at all. Nickel Samurai's Endguard and the guy who plays the Jammin' Ninja, I mean. Nickel Samurai speaks French? Oh, you mean Matt Endguard, the actor. I guess even the world of heroes isn't a sparkling, happy place. Yeah. Alright, let's go to the hallway. Whoa. That's a lot of flowers. Wow. What is this place? Looks like I've stumbled into Oz or something. Way in the back there's a sign for the bathroom. Maybe I should visit it while I can before the show starts. I can understand the flowers in front of the dressing rooms, but what are the stuffed teddy bears doing here? Could it be that there's an action star with a soft spot for teddy bears? Nah, it can't be. To Mr. Endguard from Global Studios staff. It'd be nice if Loy's got flowers too. Something like, to Mr. Wright from all your grateful clients. There's a piece of paper taped to the door that says Juan Corrida's room. Juan Corrida. His name sounds like a star's name. I've heard it before, but I don't know anything about him at all. There's a piece of paper taped to the door that says Matt Endguard's room. Matt Endguard. I've heard that name before. Oh yeah, Maya's always yamming about him like the obsessed fan she is. There are toilets in each of the room in this hotel. But since all sorts of events are held here, there are bathrooms for people who aren't staying here to use as well. What? It'd just be bathroom, whatever. Perfect for people like me who can't afford to stay here in the first place. Compared to the flowers on the other side of the hall, these are much more gorgeous. Let's see. Record companies, fan clubs, company workers, family. Carrying all these flowers home would be hard, I think. They're also directly outside the door, which means that anyone that wants to come out of it would walk directly into the plant. Sounds like the post-ceremony show is about to start. Why did I walk there? Did I just go to the hallway just to insinuate we went to the bathroom? Alright, I'm so pumped. I wonder if he's going to show off his special move today, Nickel Samurai Smelting. Actually, what I'm interested in most is the press conference. You mean the big confession that Nickel Samurai is going to make after the show? So what is it? Don't you know what it is? What it's about, Mr. Powers? Well, I'm not the Steel Samurai anymore, so I don't have an idea. You were also the Pink Princess, but whatever. Bah. Sorry. So I guess you were all going to the press conference then? Yeah, of course. If that's the case, then here, take these tickets so you can get in. 16. Seems like the Nickel Samurai is going to confess something after the post-ceremony stage show. Thank you very much. Well, let's get going to the lobby. Like it's over this way, Nick. Oh, it looks like it's over this way, Nick, Mr. Nick. Okay, for great justice. They called this so suddenly that something about it just seems off, you know? You mean the press conference? Yeah, he said there's something he'd like to confess if I win. I heard he faxed his request for conference into the office only yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah, that is kind of sudden. But I guess his manager set everything up somehow, so he was lucky. Nice manager. Only a real gaudy hotel would have such a large, gaudy lobby to match. I think I'm going to have the post-ceremony show over there. They're using a compact stage, I see. Ooh, I'm all ready to use my special samurai power. Maya looks like she's ready to start a fight. Your attention, please. Your attention, please. The Nickel Samurai post-ceremony stage show will not be held tonight due to unforeseen circumstances. What? Why? Ow, you didn't need to pinch me. Pinch yourself if you don't believe it. We are asking for everyone's cooperation at this time, so please stay where you are. This is a special request from the police. They want to hold everyone in contempt. Police? Did they just say police? Do you want me to go check out what's going on? Wait, I'll come with you. I don't know who this is. Freeze. You two, didn't you hear the announcement just now? It's just finished telling you not to move. That voice. I heard that voice somewhere before. Honestly, youth these days can't be bothered to listen to other people when they talk. Just the other day, it was the same thing. I was, oh God, I know who this is. It's the same boy bearer of the bridge. I can't do the voice right now because I'm reading this and I'm trying to just sound to boys. Bridge was out, it's dangerous. But listen, no, of course not. You said be careful. The bridge was out and that was dangerous. I'm going to get you. Kid said that and really meant it. Well, I really heard him have it. Then I knocked him clear off the bridge. Honestly, these kids these days don't know what's right from wrong, I tell you. I wasn't ready, goddammit. Hey, Sean. That goes double for you, Mr. Wright. Yeah. This non-stop chatter. It can't be. Miss Holdback? Oh, I have to try and remember her voice now. I know I tried to do a crotchety old voice, but it started hurting my throat. What is it, you young whippersnappers? Do I know you? I can't remember how I did it. I'm just gonna go with it. Fuck it. Wait, you're Powers, aren't you? Yeah, about what happened back then. You didn't get nominated this year, did you? I don't know what's going on with my throat. I think I got a cold or something. I wasn't able to do it last time either. Oh, that's right. We're doing that children's practice program trying to play nice. Yeah, that's me. Thankfully, I still have a job. I love that show, and you're a hoot. You're the Big Brother character, right? Yes, even with your face covered, I know you're that giant rabbit. What a work of art, but how is it, you know? I mean, if you didn't wear the mask, who knows how many TVs would break? Really a shame of those kids, they're getting what they deserve. That's why I thought you shouldn't be anymore. What are you doing here? Look at my uniform and tell me you can't tell me I'm a member of security. But that outfit. Annoying. Noisy brats get the blaster. That's a... Okay. Well, you're the first person here, so take a look at my badge. Those eyes of mine are real pros now. Pros? Pros at doing what? At doing police work, of course. My eyes are like a hawk. My professional eyes are a messy incident, a messy, blussy incident. That's why I don't have time for the little kids and your petty little things. Miss Oldback, what are you doing here? What happened to your position at Global Studios? Oh, that old place? Well, you see that incident? Since that accident, or incident, they let me go. When they cut the security team, I got the pink slip. What incident? What do you mean? What did you do? I didn't do anything, you youngin'. Don't you remember that incident a year ago? Well, technically it's 2 years now. When this lady got in the witness stand and testified? Yeah? And you, weren't you the one who were bullying me, this whole fragile girl at heart? I plead the fifth. But you know, I think maybe I rubbed the upper management the wrong way by testifying. Yes, that has to be it. Everything is all your fault. Me? I thought about being a bodyguard at first after being handed old Pinky. You? A bodyguard? For your friend, that fiery good-looking guy with the red jacket and the ruffles. Mr. Edgeworth? But... I have to remember his voice now. That sort of arrangement would be entirely too troublesome for me. That's what he said to me. What did I ever do to deserve that? Did something happen? Not after all the details, but it looks like another one of those incidents happened again. An incident? Like a murder kind of incident? Maybe. You see, I'm a bit of a devilish woman. So wherever I go, showers of blood are sure to follow. Bet you didn't know that. Then shouldn't you quit being a security guard, at least for other people's sake? Silence, whippersnapper! I don't care who dies, I only care if I get money. Hey, Nick. What is it? I don't like that devilish smile playing on your lips. Let's make like we're going to go to the bathroom and check things out. No way! The police told us to not go anywhere, remember? Huh? How boring! You're such a boring guy. You got no motivation, no spirit. Huh? What? What's going on? You giving Mystic Mire trouble again, Mr. Nick? Not you too, Pearls. Please don't stick your little nose into this one. So listen to this, Pearly. This one time at lawyer camp, Nick... Okay, I get it. Let's take a look. Yay! I knew you couldn't say no to me, Nick. Purely because you're blackmailing me, but whatever. That's right. You'd walk over miles of hot coals for Mystic Maya, wouldn't you, Mr. Nick? That would be every time we work a case together. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go get ready. You can come along too, Pearly. It's like she's saying, come on, take a look at a dead guy. Goody, I get to come. You were just arrested for murder last year. Why can't you keep your nose out of this? She wants to be there. There's nothing really out of the ordinary here. Are you looking for the incident that the old lady was talking about? Doesn't look like it happened here. Well, we better go look somewhere else. All right, then. Let's try. Excuse me? Oh. Are you by chance Miss Maya Fey? Yeah, that's me. You have a phone call awaiting you from at the front desk. Call? I wonder if it's someone from Karain Village. What's wrong, Mr. Maya? Oh, nothing. You guys go on ahead and I'll be right there, okay? Okay. Right this way, Miss Fey. Let's go look somewhere else for now, Mr. Nick. Yeah, okay. This is a little exciting and a little scary. Yeah! Still gonna take this little girl to a murder scene. March 20th. I told you. I get people into the info they want, which means I get the right to know. Nope, don't care who you are, pal. We're still investigators. You can't go in. What's your problem? You just wait. It'll be all over the morning paper. Scruffy detective secret scandal revealed. You'll see. I'll get you back. Those two sound pretty serious. That southern accent can only mean... Hey, Wright! Hey, Lotter. Why are you here? Come on, do a gal a favor and tell this cop I'm just doing my job and I got rights. You. Detective Gunshoe. Hey, pal, help a guy out. Tell her that only the police are allowed here. This is the scene of a murder. She should leave this place to us pros. A murder? Ah, shoot. Me and my big mouth. See, I knew it. My gut instincts told me so. Always trust my gut. A murder is said, and that's what it is. A genuine murder. Hey, wait. Yeehaw, murder! Of all, a big star, no less. Oh, man. I'm in trouble now. So, Detective Gumshoe. A murder? No, that's not it. I got my facts mixed up for a second there, pal. Mr. Nick? Is the dead person the Nickel Samurai? Huh? Why'd you ask? Well, Mystic Maya was rooting for him, so... It wasn't the Nickel Samurai that got bumped. Actually, the Nickel Samurai is the one under suspicion of doing the bumping off. What? The guy that died was the hero named the Jamming Ninja, pal. The Jamming Ninja? A surveillance camera? That woman with the big puffy hair that looks like cotton candy. You mean Lotta? That woman, she was there that time too, right? That time? When Mystic Maya did the channeling. Oh, that time. Well, Lotta's a journalist, so that's why she was there. Because she had nothing better to do. Apparently now she's just doing normal journalism. Journalist? Looks like she was hanging around here before the murder happened. Why is she always here? I'm just thinking of this now. Like, every time there's a murder, she's here. And she's just like, oh man, I've got to take some pictures. And she just ruins everything. Hanging around. Yeah, hiding in wait in front of the Jamming Ninja's door, pal. But why would she? She wouldn't tell me, pal. Just said something about getting my big scoop. Scoop? What sort of news could she be after? The victim. So the victim was a Jamming Ninja? Mr. Jamming Ninja? He was on a really popular rival TV show to the Nickel Samurai. Oh. The victim was the action star Juan Corrida, who looks like a movie star from like the 80s. He got a huge push rode the express train to stardom. I mean, even I know who he is. Yeah, even I recognize his face. You say journalist, I say pain in the ass. Also, maybe Lana is the real mastermind behind the murderer. Whenever she appears, she makes people kill people. So she can get the scoop. But I heard lately that Matt Engard's been taking the wind out of his sails. I'm telling you, pal, as far as who's popular, those two are hogging all the limelight. Guess there's no space for Mr. Powers at all, huh? Poor guy. Mr. Engard, that's the Nickel Samurai, right? Yep. I mean, no, you got to say it with more oomph. The Nickel Samurai. Anyway, so now that Juan Corrida's gone, that means Mr. Engard is the whole stage to himself, wouldn't you say? I wouldn't bet on it, pal. You can't have that happen, you know? Can't have that happen? What's that supposed to mean, I wonder? Would you take a look at this for me? Listen, pal, I'm not leaking any info about the evidence to you this time. If I do, my salary's really going to get it. And then I won't even be able to get those instant noodles down at the discount market. Oops. I was really shocked by what happened to her in that one case. I didn't know she had such an awesome power. Awesome power? I thought maybe I should do some self-improvement and take up a hobby. So I went out and brought some morning glory seeds and planted them, pal. That's a good way to improve yourself. Oh, it's nothing, really. You know this person? We meet a lot of people as a detective, pal. So we make extra sure not to forget people just because that's our job. Now, having said that, I don't remember ever seeing this person before. Even though she's right there, you don't know who she is. Which means you're kind of forgetful, aren't you, Mr. Detective? That's not what it means. Not exactly, anyway. Whoops. The girl is a number 3 on my people I've seen a lot lately list. Oh, and who's number 1? As if you need to ask, it's you, pal. So who's number 2? My FA, but it looks like she's not around this time. Must be nice to be such good friends with each other, isn't it, Mr. Nick? Somehow, I don't think that's the real meaning of Detective Gumshoe's list. I look good. I think I've lost some weight, pal. It's only wishful thinking. Wishful thinking, huh? In that case, I wishfully think I've lost some weight. I wishfully think you might face the facts one day. Lately, I've been on the instant noodle-only diet, pal. I'm not a real fan of action shows or anything, but I know who I keep defaulting to saying Juan, but that's not how you say it. It's Juan. Juan Corrida and Matt Engard are. He's had his salary cut that much, and honestly would be surprised if he had to pay to go to work. Yeah. Can't talk about one without talking about the other, I guess. They even debuted around the same time. So they have this real fiery rival with each other. Kinda like you and me, pal. I never knew he thought of me as a rival. The Nickel Samurai. He really took the Grand Prix tonight. I was a big fan of his. Really? Oh, I'm sorry then. Why are you sorry? Matt Engard was just arrested, pal. On suspicion of murdering Juan Corrida. What? But why would he kill a rival? Why was Mr. Engard arrested? Sorry, pal, but that's not something I can tell you. We just started the investigation, so we don't want any leaks. Looks like yet another Steel Samurai hero is in hot water. Mr. Nick, if Miss Nick Meyer knew about this... Yeah, I know. She'd make me take the case, sis. Make me take this case. I know. Alright, well, time to head back. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Wright? It looks like Juan Corrida has been killed. What? He's... Looks like he was murdered, and a suspect was arrested. That suspect is Mr. Matt Engard. You're joking, right? Nope. They arrested the Nickel Samurai on suspicion of murdering the Jamming Ninja. Ugh, not again. I feel sick. Again? About a year ago, something just like this happened, Pearls. I still can't believe... No way Matt would. What's Mr. Powers got in his hand? Oh, before I forget this This is for you, Mr. Wright. I got this from the bellboy that came by earlier. Radio transceiver received. For me? But why? I don't know. He said it was for Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney. Matt is the most energetic and active actor out there right now. The Nickel Samurai really sealed his space in as a pop idol, but he kept adding fuel to the fire of his rivalry with Juan anyway. Mr. Juan, he's the German ninja, right? Those two would butt heads over everything they could think of. But I'd say that Matt was the one who always came out on top. I guess some people only know how to relate to others by butting heads like a ram. Juan said that he'd take Matt on this time too, so he joined a rival TV show. And that was the Jammin' Ninja? The stylish Nickel Samurai and the burning Jammin' Ninja. Well, things turned real messy after that. Fast, with those two using their shows for their war. In the final Tanny, look around, it's pretty obvious how things ended up. Matt even won the Grand Prix this year. The final win over his rival, I guess. Mr. Enga wasn't going to hold a press conference, wasn't he? Or was gonna. That's what I heard. Though if you wanted to get technical about it, it was the Nickel Samurai's conference. The Nickel Samurais? Yeah, he was supposed to wear his costume and give the press conference that way. He was going to be in costume. But why? I'm not sure. They don't keep it in me in the loop anymore. I was just wondering, where's Mystic Maya? She's been gone a long time. Now that she mentions it, Maya was only going to answer a phone call. Maybe she got lost? I'll take a quick look around for her. What is it, Mr. Nick? I'm not sure. It's coming from this transceiver. Yes? Hello? Wright here. Is this Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney? And you are? You don't need to know who I am. I think you have other things to be concerning yourself with, such as... Help, Nick! Leon! Mystic Maya? Maya? So, Mr. Wright, would you agree that the more important issue is the fate of this girl? Her fate? Does he mean what I think he means? Maya, where are you? Are you hurt? Come now, don't fall apart on me yet. No, this can't be. Now that I have your attention, Mr. Attorney, I have a modest proposal for you. If you do what I require, then I will return you to your valuable item unharmed. What is this called again in your fancy lawyer terms? Kidnapping for ransom? Yes, that's it. This is a kidnapping. Ah, Mystic Maya. Mystic Maya. I'm not gonna cry. I can barely do the accents. My sight, everything's fading away. Maya's been kidnapped. You there, Mr. Attorney? Are you there? How much? How much do you want? Very good, Mr. Attorney. I'm glad you have such a good grasp of the situation. Only to state your condition and then return Maya. Money is not what I seek. What? What I want is a certain verdict. I would like a complete acquittal. Complete acquittal? What in the world have you done to need? I am not the person you will be representing. What? You are currently at the Gatewater Hotel, are you not? And I know the murder has just taken place there. Juan Carrera was killed and the suspect is Matt Engar. You are, as expected, quite on top of things, Mr. Attorney. Now then, what I want is very simple. I want you to obtain a complete acquittal for Matt Engar. Matt Engar? But why? He did not kill anyone. I can attest to that. However what? However, someone is framing him for the murder. A very smart someone who is setting him up to take the fall. If I agree and do what he wants, can I believe he'll keep his end of the bargain? You are, of course, at liberty to take me at my word or not. However, there is one thing you can take as fact. Right now, your very precious item is with me, in my possession. Help! I probably should be covering my mouth, but... Maya! You have 2 days. Of course, tonight he will be in questioning with the police, but the trial is in 2 days. At that trial, you will win a not guilty verdict. Remember, you only have one chance, Mr. Attorney. One? You expect me to get a not guilty verdict in one trial day? Yes, exactly. I don't believe I was wrong in choosing you, so don't let me down. Oh, yes, that's right. And that I'm playing the role of the kidnapper. I can't pass this chance to say. And don't even think about calling the cops. Not great, but you get the idea. Damn it. Who the hell are you? Very well, I'll tell you that much. My name is... the Killer. Because we couldn't be bothered to just make him have a special name. He's just literally called the Killer, and that's it. Although, if they did end up trying to make up a name, they'd probably just call him, like, Bob. I am Bob. Mr. Nick, where's Miss Maya? She's been kidnapped. No, it's all my fault. I've only had to go with Mystic Maya. It's not your fault, Pearls. But it is, Mystic Maya, where? Mr. Wright, I think we should tell the police what's going on. No, we can't do that. If we do, who knows what will happen to Maya? Mr. Nick, what about the detective we saw earlier? Detective Gumshoe? Yes, that's it. Wait here, I'll be right back. Alright, I'll take care of Pearl while you're away. Bob John Doe. What? Ransom? Shh, not so loud. The ransom's complete acquittal for Matt Engard. Look, wait, the deal is complete acquittal in exchange for Maya? You mean... And this means Matt Engard is obviously the killer, pal, no doubt about it. But the guy said Mr. Engard is innocent. You really believe that a kidnapper tells you, pal? I guess he has a point. If Engard really is innocent, then why the kidnapping? And on top of everything else, there's all this evidence we keep finding. Huh? The forensics teams have a field day back there. But it's strange. There's so much evidence that it feels like something's wrong. There's too much evidence? Is that possible? Actually, didn't the kidnapper say something about Engard being set up? Anyway, looks like you won't be leaving here tonight, pal. Just sit tight and cooperate in the investigation. Tomorrow you can start yours. Alright. Isn't there another way? We've also got to be careful about pushing the kidnapper the wrong way. Alright. Date? I don't know. Time? Location? Somewhere. Ow, my head. Where am I? I wonder if I'm still in that hotel. What happened to me? Nick, Pearly. Come on, you guys. This isn't funny anymore. I see you have awoken. Ah! Who are you? I am known as the Killer. The Killer? You mean like an assassin? I'm too young to die. Don't worry. You are not my target. For now, anyway. Nick! Nick, where are you? Hotline of Fate is low-key one of the best songs in the series. I'd have to remind myself which one that is. Help me. Yes, that's right. Only one person can save you now, and that is Mr. Phoenix Wright. Huh? What? Nick's gonna save me? Calm down and be a good girl. Think of this as a business transaction. A business transaction? I'm going to contact him now. I hope you'll cooperate and play your assigned role well. Nick, what's going to happen to me? Nick, Pearly, sis. All you got to do is just channel a big, burly, strong man, and you can just beat him up. Is this Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney? You don't need to know who I am. I think you have other things to be concerning yourself with. The one that played just before the Killer showed up. Oh, okay. Good morning. Morning, Pearls. Mr. Nick, come on, let's hurry up and go see Mr. Engard. You have to wait a bit, Pearls. Visiting hours don't start until 9 a.m., so... Oh, I see. Mystic Maya, if only I'd gone with you. Poor Pearls. She's been like this since last night. I managed to get home somehow yesterday evening, thanks to Detective Gunshoe gently holding her by the hand and leading her here. Aw, that's kind of sweet. But by the looks of it, I don't think Pearl's got any sleep at all last night. Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya, she's alright, right? Yeah, she's alright. Either way, I'm gonna save her. You can trust me on that. Please, please, help her. I'm only able to stay this calm and collected because Pearls is doing the crying for the both of us. I have a thought. Huh? You're gonna represent Mr. Engard, aren't you? Yeah, I don't really seem to have a choice. But what if he is the real murderer? What would you do then, Mr. Nick? Would you fight to get a not guilty verdict for a murderer to save Mystic Maya? Pearls, let's talk Mr. Engard first, okay? We can think about all the bad things we want, but it doesn't change a thing. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I can't stop thinking about it. Pearls, you really are worried about Maya, aren't you? I don't have anyone else left in this world. What do you mean? My family's all gone. Her family? My father, he left my mother in the village behind and went away. I'm sorry. And my mother, she did that thing all for me. Mystic Maya, she's like a sister to me. She's all I have left in this world. What about me? I'm Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm Mr. Nick. I'm important somehow. Here, let me cheer you up. Look at my badge. Pearls? She looks out of it. Maybe I should leave her alone. No, she will look at my badge and she will appreciate it. Oh wow, nothing's highlightable. No matter where I look in this familiar place, I call my office. No, I can't let my mind wander now. I don't have the time. I've got to get on this case. But I want to look at the different things. $8:57. We couldn't wait for visiting hours to start, so Pearls and I came down here early to visit one nickel samurai charged with the murder of Jamin Ninja. You're very wide. What the hell? Good morning. How are you today? I know the situation might be a little tough for you. I'm gonna have to give him. I have to give him like a surfer dude voice. Oh, sorry, dude. I already signed up. Excuse me? I already have my life insurance. I signed up a long time ago because of my job, you know? Honestly, what Pearls just said really puts into perspective how much Pearls went through and why she idolized Maya so much. Yeah. Oh, no, we're not insurance salespeople. Really? Dude, I really don't need that right now either. Huh? Fire extinguishers, I mean. This building isn't my house, so... No, we're not here to sell you fire extinguishers either. I'm a lawyer. My name is Phoenix Wright. A lawyer? Hold on a sec. I'm going to call my manager. Okay? Nickel Samurai sure is a strange person, isn't he? He also has a wrist phone, which no one uses because they suck. I think strange is an understatement. Sorry about that. You're just in time. You're a lawyer, dude, right? My manager's looking for a good one right now, so how about you? How about it? Mr. Nick, this is our chance. I have to make him let me have to take this case. I have to. Smile, you're on candid camera. Mr. Engard keeps sneaking glances up at the security camera on the wall. I wonder if he's still trying to be a star. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He's so quiet you could forget he was even there if he wasn't watching everything. Pushed up against the wall, kind of like a magnet on a refrigerator. Alright. Sorry to intrude, but I would like to ask you a few personal questions. That's okay, but dude, my autobiography is coming out soon. So, if I say stuff without the publisher's approval, then I'm gonna be a real hot water. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask my publisher, okay? Mr. Engard is so lucky. He has so many people he can talk to. I don't know if he actually has anyone he can really talk to. Sorry about that. Like I thought, the publisher said if I'd be real bad if I said anything, dude. Does he have a mind of his own? Mr. Engard, I would like to ask you about the murder. Oh, are you covering this for a tabloid as a sablod? I put tabloid and side job together, even though it's nowhere. Whatever. Side job, dude. Well, if you want my statement on this, you should ask through my staff. No, I'm not asking on behalf of the tabloid. Hold on a sec. I'm going to ask the president of the studio, okay? Is he alright, Mr. Nick? If you were talking about Mr. Engar's brain here, I wouldn't put my money on it. Sorry about that. The studio president said, even Neo Mount Fuji itself knows that I'm not the murderer. Mr. Nick, what's Neo Mount Fuji? It's a mountain in the city of Neo Tokyo, the city the Nickel Samurai protects. If Mayo's life wasn't at stake, I'd say we just let him get a guilty verdict. Mr. Engar, this is my attorney badge. Dude, I'm sorry, but I don't have the free time to be looking at things like that. Huh? I'm much too busy with the Nickel Samurai stuff right now, dude. I don't have the time to take a lawyer's correspondence course. Why does he believe I'm a salesman? Insurance, then extinguishers, now this. Dude, I know you like to throw money around, but it's not like I buy everything and everything. That's nice, but it's not for sale anyway. Mr. Nick, what are you doing with that? I don't know yet, but I figured I could at least show it to him. Is that a transceiver? Hey, it looks like a real nice one too. I got it as a present from someone. Interesting. I've also been instructed to take your case. Is that what you heard from the transceiver? Yeah, dude, that's terrible. Don't let some disembodied boy boss you around. This coming from the man with the cell phone on a wrist. Hey, Rafatron. What's that? It's a ticket for the press conference. You were going to give one after winning the Grand Prix, right? Huh? Me? Yes, while you were in costume, no less. I never heard anything like that, dude. I only heard about the stage show. I always leave that kind of stuff to my manager. You didn't know? That's odd. Well, dude, I think it's about time for me to get going. Please wait. I really need to take your case. There's always other people in need of a lawyer, right? Want me to introduce you to a few? Please let Mr. Nick represent you. Man, oh man, lawyers these days. Now you dudes just use kids to pull in clients too. If you don't take me as your lawyer, then the killer's going to... Wait, what did you just say? The killer? The killer? What's he doing? Looks like he's mulling something over. Alright, dude, I accept your terms. Huh? I'll let you represent me in court. We did it, Mr. Nick. We did it! Yeah. I don't feel any better for it, and he doesn't look too happy either. Go ahead, ask me anything. I'll keep out as much as I can. Help, or I'll help out, whatever. Word hard. Man, I thank my lucky stars that people know my name. Well, you're quite the hero and you're in the national spotlight. I didn't know who he is. Does that mean I'm not a good citizen? It's really great to be the Nickel Samurai. Dude, lately, I just keep getting on more and more popular. True enough. Nickel Samurai is very popular among high schoolers and secretaries right now. I guess Mr. Engar has a way of catching the eyes of women. Do you know my motto? Refreshing like a spring breeze. That's what I am. I never noticed that on my last playthrough. The outtakes of this case leave my head rent-free. A spring breeze? That's why this kind of scandal is disastrous, dude. I mean, even I get out of here tomorrow, it's still going to be look bad. But everyone loves a good scandal. Can you tell me about your activities last night? After I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room. I had that post-ceremony stage show to do. So I was in my Nickel Samurai costume. You were alone the entire time? My manager was running around so busy, so yeah. Because of the press conference you were supposed to hold after the show. I told you, dude, I have no idea about any press conference, alright? That's strange. I thought Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. Anyway, when I was leaving my room, then that's when I noticed it was kind of noisy. Kurita was already dead at that time? Yeah, that's why I gathered anyway from my manager. Beginning to gather this guy can't do anything on his own. And that's when the detective in the green coat showed up. Searched me, and then out of the blue, the dude arrested me. I would say, but spoilers. About you and the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida, what sort of... That's got nothing to do with anything, dude. Man, with that face of his, you can't even tell he's the real same age as me. And he wanted to try and make a jammin' ninja movie, even though we all knew it'd fit. Nico Samurai still won in the end, right? Yeah, I took the Grand Prix by storm. So why would I, the winner, have any reason to kill the guy anyway? Dude, you think it'd be the other way around, you know? Do you know why you were arrested? I guess maybe my full body search went badly? Did they find something on you? They found a button of a Jammin' Ninja's costume. A button? I don't get it either. I was caught in the pleats of my samurai pants, or hakama. Huh? Dude, I really think someone planted it there, though. I'm serious. I wonder if that's what really happened. I guess this is about all I'm going to get out of him. Mr. Nick? Yeah? Let's ask one last thing. Let's test Mr. Engard to see if he really is innocent or not. We can do that. Yeah. If you use this, you know, the thing you've had since the beginning of the game. Nice, Magatama. You weren't about to hide any secrets from you, Mr. Nick. I'm sure of it. I get it. Mr. Engard, I'd like to ask you one more question. Please answer me honestly. What is it, dude? Did you kill Mr. Juan Corrida? Please put the phone away and answer the question yourself. It's alright. Just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Juan Corrida, okay? Well, Mr. Nick? Nothing. Not a chain or lock in sight. Which means it's alright to trust him. Let's just keep going. Alright, I'm not going to say anything. Yeah, it does appear that way. He may be broken in the head, but everything else seems fine. Well, at least I can breathe a sigh of relief knowing my client is innocent. The trial's tomorrow, right? I'm counting on you, dude. Oh, wipe out. To be continued already? I thought I'd get to explore first. March 21st, 11:34. Well, at least we're able to get Mr. Engard as our client. And we know that he didn't do it, which is very important. So now what do we do? Well, the trial is tomorrow. We can only get this one chance. There's only one way to prove Mr. Engard's innocence. We have to find the real killer. Okay, let's start looking. Since there were no Cyclops, then that means we can trust Mr. Engard to be innocent. I really feel much better knowing that. Ever since last night, I was so worried that I kept wondering, what if he is the real killer? What then? Hey, I have something I want to ask you, Pearls. Okay, what is it? Why are you so interested in how Maya and I get along? I mean, she and I don't have anything special Huh? What do you mean? But I thought you and Mystic Maya were... I've been mistaken all this time? No way! She really wasn't kidding. Pearls actually believes Maya and I are... Maybe I should have just left it alone? No. You create the mistakes from the start, even if it means that they're dashed. Their hopes or whatever. Mr. Nick, stop it. You don't hide your true feelings from me. Ow, she slapped me. March 21st. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't come in here without... Good morning. Hold on, it's you. What is it you're doing on around here? I heard poor Juan was killed. Is that true? It's a bad rerun is what it is. Another steel samurai doing the most evil of deeds. You know, that's not entirely... I'll have you know that I was a huge fan of Juan's. Why, oh why do all the stars I mentioned drop one like flies? It's always been that way, ever since a little girl in elementary school. The class temperature was in until the time that it turned cage. The Queen Reaper, I swear, swallows dumped me. Whatever you name it, the evil three spirits, they wouldn't haunt me. Actually, I wanted to ask you about the murder and what happened. Huh. Don't push me, boy. Mr. Nick? I couldn't hear everything she said because she was talking too fast. Mr. Oldbag, could you please speak a little slower? Don't bust me around, you spiky head smarty pants. Not to be touched until 3 to 5. My dear Hammer died a year ago in that dreadful murder. And only recently did I find a star that makes this heart go ba-dump again. I don't know what to say. I ask you, why does every star I cheer on always end up by kicking the bucket? I'd watch your words, no one's going to get away with saying anything bad about my Huan. But I haven't said anything. Well, I don't believe a word that woman says anyway. Huh? What woman? That irritating backwalker girl from the afro and the horrible country accent. I mean, what is the matter of speaking supposed to be? Why does she never stop? Honestly, women these days, they don't know the meaning of the word no honesty. When I was young, the maiden, I was so beautiful, even the flowers. I pressed the flowers away and read the notes of beautiful poems. Girls, are you thirsty? A little. Okay, I'll get you some juice or something. Thank you very much. Hey, are you paying attention? You young'uns today. So I'm guessing Miss Oldbag heard everything from Lauder. Did you see the new trilogy art? No. I don't think I have. I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder. I don't know anything about that. I was there here getting ready. Getting ready? Ready for what? The show, of course. Well, and the press conference afterwards. Cue mysterious music for the mystical press conference. Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder. Ah, I see. But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very clearly. What? I saw the most important moment of the night. The most important moment? You don't mean... Oh, so now you treat me with respect, you disrespectful child. When you speak to your elders, you should always be polite. Any kids these days. Please tell me, what did you see? Well, that's a lot of locks. Jesus Christ. The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then, what murder isn't? Please don't stray onto another tangent, please. You want to hear more? Then shows respect and bring this lady a present. Do you want my attorney's badge? I don't really think to say to delinquents like you. She's climbing up just like the old clam she is. Please, anything would be helpful. Well then, how about I tell you my measurements? No, that's okay, really. I'd rather know something more useful. She really doesn't like you, does she, Mr. Nick? I know. Whoops. You think she's still in the live in the new games? I hope not. That sounds mean. But, maybe you? Oops. Fine, I'll leave. Goodbye. March 21st. I don't know why, but I registered in my mind that that it was a different day. We walked to a different room and it was the next day. Looks like the investigation is still in full swing. The hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens. I wonder if we can do any investigation of our own with this kind of atmosphere. Well, got to roll up the sleeves and try, I guess. Hey, you're here. Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer. Lotta. Hey, Mr. Copfella, the thief showed his face. What? Arrest him, put him on trial, find him guilty, give him the death penalty. What's wrong, Lotta? Are you feeling alright? Looked here and there and up and down the mountain, but it ain't here. So why don't you hurry up and give me back to me, what you creep? What are you looking for? My camera. C-A-M-E-R-A. It's my lifeblood. I'm gonna die without my $700 camera. Your camera? Look, don't a lot of people say the criminals always go back to the scene of the crime? And looky here, you are. Yep, here I am, faced with a lot of trouble. Huh? So you lost your camera? It ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in a store and it's $1,600 brand new. Huh? But didn't you just say you bought it for $700? I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store, about 5 hours, I reckon. I made this itty-bitty scratch on it and the manager got all huffed up in the face. He gave me this talking to, and he was real mean about it too. It made me cry at that. When did you lose your camera? Last night after the murder happened. Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. That's when I lost sight of my dear, darling, expensive sweetie. Lotta, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours? I don't rightly know. I snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye. So I don't remember. Besides, I couldn't get anything from my big scoop. I wonder if Lotta's missing camera is even connected to the murder. That is, why is it in its case? Why not just show the camera? Because then it wouldn't look so... I hate to say phallic, but that's the best way I can describe it. Very expensive. Lotta, please, tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder. Well, before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in the area. Yeah, actually I was here around till the time Mr. Angar was arrested. What were you doing here? You sure you went to school, city boy? Wherever a lot of heart goes, there's a story to be found. A big scoop to be had. Big scoop? I told you before, I'm going to be the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen. Even though I said multiple times I'm going to give it up. Reckon, of course, that means I'm going to always look for the perfect shot. I wonder what scoop she was after this time. Although, I was on the lookout on the other stars that were here. So, maybe I was here the entire time. Maybe I wasn't here. Lola, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? So you could take a picture of your big scoop? Well, maybe I was, but that's what real journalists do. I got some juicy info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof? What kind of story was it that you would hang around here? Oop, sorry, Mr. Lawyer, can't be telling you that. Trade secret, you know? You know, if I recall correctly, this is the one case where there's a lot of Cyclops. Like, they use it quite a lot. Which probably makes up for the fact that they only really used it like 3 times before this. They're just like, oh, we're running out of cases. Quick, put everything in this one case. Not again. Why does everyone have something to hide? We've been stopped, haven't we? Haha, yeah, take that, Mr. Lawyer. I'm glad someone around here is happy. It's Lotta and your I rule smile. Do you know anything? I'll tell you how many times now. I'm a journalist. I've got so much info running laps in my head, I forgot things here and there. Please don't get so worked up over this. Ha! I don't care if you beg me. Be extra tough on kids. That's what the gal's motto on learning youngsters. Hey, what's that? A press conference ticket? How come I ain't got one of them? Please don't direct your anger at me. Why in tarnations? Wasn't I invited to that thing? How come someone on the bottom of the popularity like you get the info? But not me. Info like that is worth nothing to you. What am I right or what? Is that the kind of person she thinks I am? Are you going to stand there and take that, Mr. Nick? And I just bought that camera. Who did it? The thievings rascals. Please don't look straight at me while you're saying that. Or I find the bugger who went and... The bugger? That's a British word. You can't take that. You're supposed to be a southern gal from America. or whatever. Who went and done this? They're going to pay with a bullet. And if you do that, don't expect me to defend you. Got a sword, we got a spear, or a trident. It was used in food times and recipes for turnabout before it was moved to the third game because of lack of cartridge space. True. Where are we? We're at Mr. Matt Engar's dressing room. This is our client's room. May I help you with something? Oh, hey, it's you. Second best girl, I guess. For this game, anyway. You're Mr. Engar's lawyers, correct? I gathered as much. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail. How did you know I'm his lawyer? You were just saying that he is your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer. Wow. It's a simple deduction, really. The trial is tomorrow, and Mr. Engar's situation is looking rather grim. So you came here one stop in your mad dash to find clues to build the case, correct? Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either. It's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Nick. I'm Adrian Andrews. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business. All right. She may be of a small stature, but appearances can be deceiving. There's just a singular sock with 2 holes, 2 feet toes in it for some reason. It's probably Mr. Engar's suitcase. For someone who is only going to be here for the award show, this is a lot of stuff. Looks like it was about 3 days worth of clothes in here. It's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared in this situation. Stars really are different from us, aren't they? It's a single suitcase. There's some samurai-looking clothes on the sofa here. I think that thing is called a jahapi. Whatever it is, I'm sure something like that would make a great souvenir. It'd make me happy. Maya would be absolutely thrilled. That's the bedroom over there. That's the bed? Wow, they really have big beds here. I mean, they're adults, so they need them. But why are there 2 separate king-size beds? Looks like dishes left over from dinner. Dinner for 2 at that. I'm sure they're Mr. Engar and Miss Andrews' plates. Looks like they had T-bone steaks. What's with Global Studios and T-bone steaks? And why are they so red? Is that supposed to be ketchup or blood? There's a giant bone sitting on the plate. I don't really like meat. There's something weird about this plate. I just wish I could put my finger on what it is. It doesn't have a knife. They had meat but had no knife. That was the first thing I noticed. How in the hell did you not? That's normal over in the UK. I live in the UK. I have never seen a room with 2 king-size beds. Like, I have like a, what's it called? Like a super king or something, because I'm tall. I need a tall bed. But even so, I've never seen a bedroom that has 2 separate beds. I've seen 1 king-size bed for a couple, but geez. I assume the first thing you need to know is that what everyone was doing on that night, correct? Yes, that is correct. Then I will tell you. Before the award ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. Engar. In this very room, I might add. Dinner? What did you eat? I told you, I hate to waste time with trifling details. If you took a look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me. I bet she's a lot of fun at parties. Not king size, but double I have. Oh, okay. I can't remember the sizes. I just know there's king size, super king size, and double, and single. I sometimes get them confused. When the award ceremony was starting, I headed for the Viola Hall. And after the show ended, you came back to this room? No, I had small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby. Oh, preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess. When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call for Mr. Engard. After that, I went to visit Mr. Kurita. And that's when you found his body, isn't it? You really held strong through everything. Yeah, she does seem to be mentally tough as nails. So about you and... Stop right there. You weren't seriously about to ask how Mr. Engard and I are related, are you? Sorry. I have no idea how he could choose you as his lawyer. And why do you have to go and say something like that? Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright? I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I'm Mr. Engard's manager. His manager? Speaking of managers, did the victim Mr. Kurita have one? No, he did not. He didn't? Global Studios has a very different policy from Worldwide Studios, in that Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars. I see. This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. Dragging a little girl like her to a place like this, honestly. You're wrong. I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya. Pearls, calm down. Hang in there. I'll buy you a juice later, alright? She's made both of us unhappy. I'd like to ask you about this. I told you, I hate trifling matters. It's a waste of time to show me things that are of no relevance to me. Wow, this is the first time I've been shut down this badly. Oops, I hate that I do that by accident. You were the one taking care of the arrangements for the press conference, right? Yes, that's right. But Mr. Engard said he didn't know about it. Is that what he said? Huh? Actually, I didn't know all the details either. I was requested from the publicity department. All I did was help out and do what I was asked. Oh, I see. I wonder about that. I wouldn't take her to be the type of person to do something without knowing the details. Anything about the camera? Okay, what about the people? Let's show you... I don't think she'll know anything about Will Powers, but I'll check. Oh, she does! That's Mr. Will Powers. He's an actor contracted with Global Studios. He's a very nice man, a man with a good heart. But that's all he is and ever will be. What a horrible thing to say. Society doesn't care about genuinely nice people, Mr. Wright. Huh? For a second, her face twisted in pain. I wonder if something happened to Miss Andrews. I'm already getting sad thinking about it. Never mind. Just keep going. No spoilers. Did you know the victim, Mr. Kurita? Yes, I know him. The world is such a small place after all. Did you know about his rivalry with the Nickel Samurai? Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most trivial of things. If either one of them wasn't so stubborn, then maybe no one would have had the need to die. I've got a hunch that this woman knows more than she's letting on. She must know why Juan Corrida was killed. I asked to become Mr. Engard's manager. He's a pleasure to manage with his nice disposition. Mr. Engard does seem like a rather weak-willed man. Always doing as he's told. He's always saying Mr. Manager, right, Mr. Nick? Or my manager. I hate talking about myself. It's a trifling matter, that's why. Sorry. Take away the layer of sarcasm and she really does seem to hate herself. Wait, I've never actually checked before. How old is she? 23. And of course her age is just unknown. 21, 21. So she's actually older than Matt and Juan. Okay. She's actually the same age as Lotta, interestingly enough. Motive for murder. Do you have any ideas? As to why Mr. Kurita was killed? Why would you ask me about such a thing? I'm just doing my job, so do you have any ideas? Instantly. Oh, God! Miss Andrews? Sorry, but there's nothing more I have to add to this conversation. Is it a sight lock, Mr. Nick? Yes, there's going to be more and more of these lately. Alright, well, time to go into Karina's room. No way he's 121. Apparently he is. Look at all these bears, Jesus. You know, I never noticed, but this bear is actually sitting in the chair properly. He's got his arms on the armrests and everything. And then there's his bigger, fruffier brother. Mr. Nick, where are we? We're in Juan Corrida's room, Pearls. Mr. Corrida? The victim, which makes this the crime scene, too. Oh, it's you. So, what happened? The kidnapper. Has he contacted you again? Not yet. He probably won't until we win Mr. Engard's acquittal. You doing okay, pal? Hanging in there? I just want Maya to be alright. Are spoilers allowed in the stream? I already pretty much know a majority of the stuff for the first two games, but I'd rather keep spoilers to a minimum until they come up. So then, you know, people that don't know are like, whoa! We don't have a lot of time left, but I'm going to help you as much as I can, pal. Can you do that, even if we wanted to look around at the crime scene? Just this once. Special circumstances, right, pal? I'll even let you tell you everything I know, but you gotta keep quiet. It's my neck on the line here. Thank you. Oh, that's right. I'd like to give you guys the map of the hotel. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Here you go, little missy. Wow, you're giving it to me? Thank you. Wouldn't want you to get lost in a hotel too big for its own good. Mr. Nick, I got a map. That's great, Pearls. But Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says. Hotel guide map added to the court record. Lobby, Viola Hall, Engard Corrida. Wait. That's the only... Wait, what? This map doesn't make any sense, because there's a hallway here that just goes off into the abyss, apparently. We've got Engard and Corrida, whose rooms just seem to stretch on into forever. We've got the Viola Hall, that makes sense. But then you just go straight to the lobby. The lobby is where the front entrance is. But there's no entrance. It's just a circular room. It doesn't go anywhere. At least it's not a pistol this time. Yeah. Cause of death. Do you know what was the cause of death? Well, technically the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but one look at the victim should tell you, pal. It should? Yeah, here's a picture. There's a knife in the guy's chest. And a glass of something. And there's a tomato wine bottle. Yeah, pal, that's the murder weapon. So he was stabbed to death. There is no way a singular stab wound would have killed this guy. You could even tell at a glance that... Come on, Phoenix, you've seen enough murders at this point. I even know that a singular stab point to the shoulder is not going to kill someone. It'll hurt, but they're not just going to be like, oh, I'm dead now. They're looking at the fingerprints down at the lab right now. There were fingerprints on the knife. Yep, and it looks like they were pretty much sure that Mr. Engard's prints, pal. That's bad. Real bad. Why was Mr. Engard arrested? Because we had evidence on him. Evidence? It looks like the victim, Juan Corrida, really put up a big fight. It's a robot dog. Or bear. Yeah, one look at the crime scene, you can tell... Oh, excuse me. There's signs of a struggle everywhere. Well, yeah, during the fight, his button came... Oh, God. Oh, excuse me. His button came off. Mr. Engard said something about a button. Something like one of the Jaminit's buttons caught in his Hakama? That's not all. What? There was a witness, pal. A witness? Who is it? That lady. This old bag. Please, anyone but her. The prosecution has plenty of evidence to make a solid case. Not to mention, there's something around here where the Vic was that's a little off. Something that's a little off, as in that's for you to figure out, pal. All right, let's try and figure it out, Mr. Nick. You know about this? There's nothing special I can tell you about this, pal. Look, pal, we don't have a lot of time. Why don't you just show me something more important? Miss Von Karma saw me here like this. I'd have to switch sides real fast. That's your present from the kidnapper, huh? While you're talking, it sends and receives radio waves. If we could trace that. Yeah, we could use it to find out where the bad guy is. It uses radio waves, huh? I got it. I'll go find a radio scanner and let you borrow it, pal. Cool. Give it. Me. You know nothing about that. Or that. You look at this photo and you can't help it. It makes you want to say, I can't believe this is the scene of a murder. Stabbed with a knife after a struggle. Clue is sleeping in this photo somewhere, I know it. It's almost as though it's right in front of us and is quite obvious to see. Too bad we can't see it. If I had a choice, she would buy... Oh, yeah, we already talked about her. So scared of her, they... Wait, she said something different? Film a list of people I don't want to see. Because I'm on the #1 spot. Don't get all high and mighty on me here. You've taken a tumble into second place, pal. Huh? Really? And who's in first? Miss Von Karma's miles and miles ahead of you in this race. Oh, she's really scary. Right now, Miss Von Karma, you really don't... He's so scared of her that he's whispering now. I'm not a real fan of action shows or anything, but I know who Juan Corrida and Matt Engard are. I think I already talked about this. She's Mr. Engard's manager, right? No matter what I do, I really stink at talking to people with people like her. As soon as I open my mouth, I get all flustered. I see she's one of those women with a brain. What? You saying that no other women don't have brains? She's someone who gets things done. Yeah, she does give that sort of impression, like she's got it all together. Compared to her, you can easily tell I can't do anything right kind of guy. That's why I get nervous and start messing up. Feels sort of bad for him. I guess, but then he's like that with anyone. Wow, there are a lot of bears. Alarm clock ones, collector's editions, stuffed teddies, plastic models. It's pretty overwhelming. Is there a kind of bear he doesn't have? Black bear. There's even a few in here that I don't have or something. Yeah, I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears. Poor teddies. Shut up. Oh, I forgot this was showing up. It's hard to bear with all these problems. Growl. Can't remember his voice. Aha. Phoenix Wright has PTSD. I don't think I want to bear with the trauma the last case trauma caused me. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? It's so messy here. Pearls really likes things nice and tidy, I take it. Neat and tidy. There are a lot of electronic things in here that I've never seen before. Hey, Mr. Nick, tell me what they are, pretty please. Okay, well, that over there is a watch you wear on your wrist. I know what a watch is. Oops, for a second there I forgot I was talking with Pearls, not Maya. That's so mean, but so true. In a suitcase there are so many things in it that it barely closes. There's his clothes, a dryer, an electric shaver, a calculator. Why a calculator? Do All-Stars pack too much stuff like Mr. Corrida? Is that a rice cooker machine? What's that doing on the floor? Is he putting bears in it? Looks like Mr. Corrida had dinner last night. This bottle, it's tomato juice. We had a lot of food at the ward server last night. I wonder if the stars had gone out stage after only eating a Migo Migo like this. It's... Why? Who puts tomato juice in a wine bottle? I get that they're trying to make it so then it's not actually wine or something, but it makes no sense to put it in a glass bottle still. Whatever. Robot dog. So that's the bed, right? Yep, it's big, but it's a bed. Ah, Mr. Nick, it's so soft. Big beds must be a rarity here. Why is the phone on the floor? This guy is just messy in general. Maybe it's a good thing he was murdered. I don't really mean that, but... Bottles of cosmetics are scattered all over the floor. This is probably where Mr. Carita fought his assailant. What are these bits of glasses from? A flower vase, maybe? There are flowers on the floor too, but I don't know what they're for, where they are, or what they are. You don't know much about flowers, do you, Mr. Nick? Well, you don't either, child. It's a beautiful wine glass, and there's tomato juice in it. Again, they don't censor the word wine glass. Why couldn't it be a tomato glass? Ew, tomato juice. I don't really like it much. There's a bottle of it on the table over there. That's probably where this came from. But doesn't it seem weird? What seems weird? I mean, everything else is scattered all over the floor. She's right. The flower vase is broken and the makeup is strewn everywhere. Why is it that it's a 6-year-old girl that can spot this, but not Phoenix? Why is this glass the only thing that's still alright? Wine glass added to the court record. No sign it had been drank. This is the guitar case, I guess. A little beat up, but still usable. That's strange. The guitar's not here. Maybe he forgot to bring it to the show? But Mystic Maya, she said the bright red guitar was a Jammin' Ninja's signature item. That's true. Huh? The guitar case is wet, but it's only the top of the lid. On the top of the lid. Yeah, there's no water inside the case. This is water, isn't it? Guitar case added to the court record. Yes, it is red water. That's what it is. I think that's everything we can search. I guess we can present the new stuff we got. So about this wine glass. Ah, so you noticed it, pal. The whole crime scene was a mess, but this glass was the only thing that was untouched. You noticed that too, Detective Gumshoe? No, actually, Miss Von Karma's noticed it first. She's 8. Also, kids are statistically more observant. Hey! If they were observant, they wouldn't run into things all the time. Yeah, Pearl's noticed it before me too. Hey, wait a minute. So, does that mean Miss Von Karma's here at the hotel? Yeah, she's around. Man, you gotta be in so much trouble, pal. Especially if she catches you in here. You know what's strange? Hobo Wright drinks from wine bottles, yet according to the guy who's written the series, it was grape juice and not wine, as the guy was a fan of grape juice. Sure, whatever. I'll take that. What a weird reason. Especially if she catches you in here. Well, you can bet the instant I see I'll be running 1,000 meter dash. She's coming. What's that beeping noise, Mr. Nick? I've heard this sound somewhere before. It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? For some reason, whenever I hear that sound, she pops out of nowhere and whips me. Come to think of it, that's exactly what happened the last time. Sorry, I've got to take myself scarce. Later, pal. Oh! And he's dead. I need to speak in a German accent again. At last, you reveal your true nature, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh, would it be too much for you to ask you to be nice for me to change? So, you are the type to steal information from pitifully hopeless detectives. It's very dishonorable of you. Ow! Hey, don't you dare run away, scruffy McTrenchcoat. I didn't think the detectives in the country could be so this pitiful. Wah! Come over here for a second. Yow! Van Ziek still drink. Hi, Franny Bygone True. I feel better knowing at least you are the man enough to face your punishment. He was so scared he just froze up on the spot. Mr. Phoenix Wright. You have soiled my perfect persecution record. I'll never forget that. This time, victory is mine. Victory is yours? Is that all this means to you? What? Huh. Come, Scruffy. The investigation briefing is about to begin. Yes, sir. This isn't over yet. I swear on my family's honor. Ow, what did she throw at me now? What is this? Well, I guess this means I've got to get back to the precinct now, pal. If you ever need me, come down to Criminal Affairs Department, okay? All right. And if you can, try not to let Miss Von Karma see you. I actually forgot that Phoenix actually stands up to her in this scene. And it actually works, because she's just taken aback. It's like, no man has stood up for me to me before. So she threw an autograph, I think it was, but it's not in my inventory. Oh, it's on the table, that's why. Go back in there. Mr. Nick, what's this piece of paper? It's called an autograph. Autograph? The paper's got Mr. Corrida's name on it, so it's his autograph. I guess that might be a J. But that looks like an E and then an A. To my dearest Wendy. I can actually read this. I don't think I could read it in the original. But it's been a while. I can't read it at all. To be honest, I've never seen writing that looks like this. Ah, it's a special way of writing called cursive. Look here, see how it says, to my dearest Wendy in normal letters here? This is sloppy, unreadable writing. It's crazy and cruel to give this to someone. Hold on. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. Well, Maya's life on the line, so he's like, I got no time for your shit right now. Yeah. Right. I guess time to go speak to Miss Wendy. Oh, Mr. Wright, how are you? Ah, Mr. Powers, have you been here the entire time? Yeah, people connected to the murder aren't allowed to go home, let alone leave here. Unlike us, we can go wherever we want. Can you tell me a little bit more about the Nickel Samurai TV show? Okay. The Nickel Samurai is an action hero program aimed towards kids. It's a sequel to the Steel Samurai. I see. This time there are 3 samurai brothers. Aluminium Samurai. I will not say the incorrect spelling. It is not that. It's aluminium. It's the only accepted way of saying it. Aluminium Samurai, Tin Samurai, and of course the Nickel Samurai. It's a love Y in Neo Tokyo. It said this in the original before as well, but I don't understand it. Why say it's a love Y? I guess it's supposed to be like a love triangle, but I still don't understand what it means with that. I see. Wait. A love what? A love why? Oh yeah! I forgot this. This girl, Sayo, works at tea shop and all 3 guys fall for her at the same time. Oh, I guess that makes the Y shape. It's like 3 brothers colliding over this one girl. Anyway, Sayo's actually the daughter of the evil Strawberry Clan's leader. Of course she is. Sounds like an unusual situation, like Romeo and Juliet times 3. Yeah, strange thing is, this sort of forbidden love story is really big with the office ladies. Yes, Pearls? What happens next? I want to know. Miss Sao, does Miss Sao fall in love? She does, doesn't she? Every Sunday at 8 a.m. I'm going to stop watching Kids Masterpiece Theatre starting this week. I can't believe she's really considering it. Look at the background. I can do that when we finish talking with him. I'll examine and I can see. So what's the Jammin' Ninja TV show like? It started from a remake of an old movie, to tell you the truth. The Jammin' Ninja, like the samurai shows, is geared towards kids. It's a story of a ninja who can't scale a wall but became a big pop star anyway. What? He was a really lousy ninja. Absolutely couldn't do any ninja things right at all. But boy, could he sing. With his trusty bright red guitar in hand, he took the ancient world by storm. A ninja with a bright red guitar. And then the final fight in the front of the beloved Princess Masola. Jammin' Ninja versus the Muramachi 5. Suddenly, our brave hero catches a not-so-jamming cold the night before Battle 3. Oh, that's too bad for him. Yeah, but this kind of pop music-based love story is something really high school girls really like. Yes, Pearl? What happens next? I want to know. The Jammin' Ninja, will he be able to sing? What about Princess Masola? Every Sunday at 8 a.m. Which show should I watch? Can't believe she's really considering it. She just want to watch both shows. Sounds like my type of guy. Files editing everything. Hey, it's me. They made a show about me. Okay, so what am I looking for? When I said 3-5, it means bridge to the turnabout. Oh, you mean game 3, case 5. Got it. So what am I looking for? We ate at the table last night, didn't we? Yep. I was really happy then. I wish I could make you smile again, even for a second. Aww. It sure is one luxurious hotel. Almost to the point of gaudy with how it blends together everything fancy and imaginable. Didn't get fancy. Didn't that bellboy give me something like that last year? We already spoke about that, though. Instead of doors over there, it's the doors Myers followed the bellboy out of, only to disappear. If only we had all gone together. The award ceremony was held on that stage last night. It's really fabulous. It just reminded me of the circus for a second. I wonder if everyone is alright. I heard that very big circus just recently started holding performances again. I'm sure they're all fine, Pearls. Do you mean this? I mean, I guess this kind of looks like leg, middle. The phallic lobster. That? I mean, I guess it might look phallic. I mean, to me, it just looks like a lobster. But I can see it. I think I can understand why people might think that. Oh, wait, I probably should present you with things. You seen the camera around? No. What about hand photo? I removed it in this version. Oh. Darn. Would you like tomato juice? The guitar case. That was Juan's. I'm guessing you've seen this case before? It's pretty famous by now. It stands out because it holds the bright red guitar. The Essex version, excuse me. The bright red guitar. The Jammin' Ninja's signature item. But if the guitar is so important, how could he forget it for the award ceremony? That does seem a little strange. Sorry, I don't read cursive. He debuted at the same time as Matt in everything, you know. Really? He started out small. First it was singing contests, then swimming competitions, then it was bowling tournaments, then it was who could throw the best New Year's parties. One was something I accidentally clicked. But lately, those two were escalating to more and more dangerous things. I thought that no good would come of it all, so I began to worry. Too bad Juan's story ended so soon. Matt's younger than me. But you can't practically see this. You can practically see his star potential. His star potential? I got his autograph the other day. Feels kind of wrong now, doesn't it? I don't care what people say. Matt didn't kill Juan. I know he didn't. Never would have thought I would see her in here of all places. last time we saw each other was during the really bad incident, you know? I mean, when I look back now, I think of the good things, so it's not so bad, I guess. Yeah, I would love to go back in time and relive a few of those good things. That's not funny. Yeah, I guess not. Hey, that's Miss Andrews. She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in here for a little bit. Just a little. So Mr. Powers likes this type of woman. What do you know about Miss Andrews? Well, see, here's the thing. I don't really know her. You know? There's sort of a small rumor going around about her right now. A rumor? Ah, if you're interested, I'd be glad to share what I know. He's so happy, he looks like a lion that's just found his next meal. You probably don't know who Francisca is, so don't ask about that. Would you mind telling me about this gossip? Ah, so you are interested in it. I figured you would be. Yeah, I have such a weakness for celebrity gossip too. Oh, really? You too, huh? Yeah, so take a look at this. It looks like a tabloid Miss Oldbag would read. Because you can't read the letters. Alright, let's see here. Jamming in Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss AA. You see now, don't you? What? You can stop pretending to be in the dark, Mr. Wright. One creator didn't have a manager of his own. Which means, if we're talking about a certain manager with the initials AA... Adrian Andrews. Yes, exactly. This is big news. But it seems kind of odd, that woman, Miss Andrews, together with the biggest rival of a client? Ah, it's the wonderful thing that can only happen between two people. Mr. Powers looks so happy. Or else is just following along, not having any idea as to why he's smiling. Well, like the saying goes, one man's garbage is another man's treasure. Anderson. Alright, well, let's go back to the hotel lobby and see if we can get this person to speak. Probably wants to do it like this first. Whoa! What you witnessed. Alright, I'll be honest with you. For now. Then please tell us what you saw. But, what a waste! And here I have a perfectly good chance to have a little fun at your youngin's expense. I am a little devil after all. Doesn't that imply you aren't a good person? Alright, I'll give you what you want. Wait, that's Phoenix saying that. I'm still in the voice. Take that! That's who wants to autograph. Yes, it is. And it even says to my dearest Wendy on it. That's me, right? Right? Name is Wendy Oldbag, so that Wendy has to be me, right? Well, it may say Wendy, but somehow I don't think that Juan had this Wendy in mind when he signed it. Oh, please, give it to me. Let me have it, please. I can't let you have it just like that. Yes, I know. Then how about an exchange? Wow, it was that easy. Wow, she must really want this autograph. The offer isn't good enough for you? Fine, Mr. Wright. You win. Wendy Oldbag's ready to open up her heart. Oh, my dearest Juan. One of the most difficult locks in the game, and it's easily done by an autograph. Autograph given to Wendy, dearest. I feel bad for you now. Huh? I'll tell you. I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of Juan's room. You're kidding. Oh, no. It was about 10 minutes before Juan's body was discovered. It was just a coincidence. I was on my way to the toilet minding my own business. And? Did you tell that to police? Well, of course. I thought I could get a gift certificate or two out of it, maybe more. Gift certificate? I've been recruited again for that part of the trial. You know, the trial tomorrow. This time, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna work hard to get your client pronounced guilty. But Mr. Edgar hasn't done anything bad. I don't care about details like that. I know he just did my poor Juan in. I just do. The yellow-bellied chicken. The yellow-bellied chicken? I wonder what that would look like. I used to taste like, but I guess it would be the same. got a tough time with those locks. Yeah. I trust my senses. I know when someone did something bad and I say he did it. What did Mr. Engard ever do to deserve this? What did Mr. Engard do to make you so... You don't know? That guy, he framed someone. He framed Juan. You created that scandal that plagued poor Juan. Mr. Nick? What is it? What's a scandal? Oh, I'll tell you about it after we get home, okay? Poor Juan, led astray by the wiles of that vile temptress. Mr. Nick, what do vials and wild temptress mean? How about we just listen to what Obug has to say for now, okay, Pearls? Is that a thing, getting gift certificates from the police? I don't know, maybe in Japan, but I don't think so, really. I think she's just, like, making stuff up. So, Miss Oldbag, who is this woman you were talking about? Adrian Andrews, of course. Who else? That guy, he shoved the girl onto Juan on purpose. His own manager, but why? I thought lawyers were smart. It was to create a scandal to make Juan lose face. That girl drove Juan into a scandal that dragged his reputation through the mud. Sounds like a pretty petty scandal definition of a scandal to me. Or standard. I can't read. Why do you know about that anyway, Miss Oldbag? I'm one of Juan's biggest fans. I'm always out there gathering information. There's nothing I don't know. And do you have proof that Mr. Engard did what you said he did? Next week's issue of a certain magazine says so. Of course, a tabloid. I mean, police do give out money for people who have info for certain crimes. It's true, but I don't think they give out gift certificates because that just seems kind of stingy. It's like, oh, here's a gift certificate for Boots, even though you never go shopping there. Next week. Doesn't that mean it's something people don't know about yet? Why would Mr. Oldbag have information like that? And where did she get it? Skip. I guess that's all we're getting out of her for now. Yeah, that will take. So let's go back, I guess. Actually, do I show you the tabloid? That's why they would get certificates out, because no one will cash them in. Do you know anything? I already did this, yeah. This. Alright, well, I guess we'll just try and see if we can break her. Jesus. Was Juan Corrida murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Huh. Why are you hiding things? Don't you recognize you put Mr. Engard's life in danger by your actions? Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Corrida. You were not that close? That's right, I've never been good at being intimate with another person. You're not good at being intimate with another person, somehow I highly doubt that. The tabloid! You and Mr. Corrida had an intimate relationship, did you not? A silly third-rate tabloid article. If you even had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish. Well, it seems quite a few people have already brought into this story. Huh. As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars. Note to self, stay on our good side. In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that. I see. However, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone? Me? I need to get close to Mr. Corrida? As if there was ever such a need. Can you get close to Miss Corrida for this person's sake? It was not that one. You really still not understand? What? It's not in my nature to enjoy doing things for others. But you're a manager. It's called a job. I'm in charge of Mr. Engard the star, not Matt Engard the man. Oh. But you are not my client. Is this my subtle hint to go home? But I know you must have had a need to get close to the victim. I don't think I have enough information yet. So, I can't do hers yet. We do have the first lock done, so I guess, we'll try you.
Take that!
Hers is only a twofer. Big scoop. Laura, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, why were you loitering around the victim's room? I told you, didn't I, for my scoop? But what I want to know about the details of this scoop are... That's not something I can tell you. I mean, that's where my bread and butter. Alright then, an unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop. I'm going to say that you were looking into a scandal. Could it be that you, Lotta Hart, were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between Juan Corrida and this person.
Take that!
This woman. She's Adrian Andrews, Matt Engard's manager. Huh. Nickel Samurai's manager, caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jamming Ninja. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it? You're pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. Why are you treating me like I'm a stranger? You've known me for like a year at this point. But you can't just make up any old thing and think it'll make the papers. You gotta have backup. Backup? Yeah, you gotta have that, what's it called? News source. You mean news source? That's it. So show me something that shows that Juan had something to do with Miss Andrews.
Take that!
This is the article from a certain weekly tabloid. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous to the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A. Ah! Mr. Corrida didn't have a manager of his own. What's more, his rival, Mr. Engard's manager, Adrian Andrews, she has the initials A.A. You saw this article and then thought to take some pictures with them, the proofs. That's why you were lurking around Mr. Corrida's door last night. Wow! Yes. Revive me. You were looking into Mr. Corrida and Mrs. Andrews' affair, weren't you? You got it. I was going to get myself a scoop by catching them in a secret meeting, because I'd like to be intrusive to the point of being illegal. But there's already an article about it in one of the weekly tabloid magazines. It's no longer breaking news. What you say? Her initials are AA. What kind of vague thing is that? There ain't no proof of nothing. People are going to want to see real proof. Well, at least I do, so that's what I was doing, getting photos. Oh. I'm going to whip up the reader's interest with some gossip and a little misleading. Then spice it up a little and make myself an exclusive story by making shit up. Wow, what a nice journalistic integrity you got there. I already finished up writing up my spicy article, you know? But the paper I wrote it on, my note to myself, it's gone. Your note to yourself? It was inside the case of my $1,600 camera. They've done and run off together. I came in for my big story. Didn't come in to have my treasure disappear on me. Yeah, I understand. It's enough to make a gal go bonkers, I tell you. What's with people now, anyway? I never thought I'd see the day when someone stole something from me. You really want that note back, huh? I've got an idea why, though. The story on that note is probably a bold-faced lie. All of the cameras updated in the court record. I get the feeling that Old Bag is going to have it. Maybe he would know anything? Whoops. You're the one that gave me the newspaper. You've got nothing to say about it? The only other thing I could think of would be to speak to, Engard. Or go here. That works too. Little Gumshoe said they had an investigation briefing. Yeah. Oh, he's back. Hey, so you came, pal. Why the blunt greeting? Because there's nothing to be friendly or happy about. What do you mean by that? Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and the testimony are airtight. But we can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive. So what do you mean the evidence is airtight? I can't give you the details, pal, but there's two big pieces. Two? Both of them are in this photo. The first is the button that's missing from the victim's chest. Oh, that's the button you found during your body search for Mr. Engard? Yep, I found it in the folds of Nickel Samurai's special pants. And the second one is a knife in the chest, pal. The fingerprints on the knife on his chest, to be exact. Fingerprints? Whose are they? You didn't even have to ask, little missy. It's obvious. They're Matt Engard's. Tomorrow's trial. Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. What about this airtight testimony? It's that old security lady, Miss Oldbag. I thought so. What do you mean you thought so? Did she tell you something, pal? Well, and I even told her not to open that mouth of hers to blab anyone. Her blab knob is stuck on 10 and there's no turning it down, trust me. But her knob goes up to 11, that's why. Yeah, well, Miss Oldbag saw it all, pal. She saw Mr. Engard come out of the victim's room around the estimated time of death. No way! Your neck? No! I mean, my neck is in a joke. But yeah, ask me about the things that don't have to do with the case only, pal. The stuff in the glass is tomato juice, pal. Tomato juice? I heard the victim really loved that stuff. Favorite drink in the world. It was his favorite drink? First time I've heard of that. What can you tell me about the guitar case? Oh, that? This is just what I heard, pal, but that's the Jammin' Ninja's signature item. But the guitar wasn't in his hotel room. Yeah, we looked everywhere for it too. It's not normal for a person to forget to bring their most famous item to an award show. It's starting to sound like the red guitar is related to this case after all. We're pretty interested in this bit of gossip ourselves. Scandal with Mr. Corrida, but why? Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide. Well, here you go, just flashbang us with a suicide. Suicide? Her name was Celeste Impax. What a name. And she was Juan Corrida's manager. The victim's manager? But that's not all, pal. Miss Impax was Miss Andrews' mentor. She taught Miss Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one. Her mentor? A woman who was both Miss Corrida's manager and Miss Andrews' mentor. Could her suicide have something to do with this case? Do you want to know more about it, pal? Sure I do. There's something interesting about this woman, pal. I think I already asked this. Also, I wonder if he knows anything about the article. Okay, so yeah. Oh, whoops. Talk as well. I meant to click. She was the victim's manager and was also Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. It's been 2 years since her suicide, and now those two are linked again by another murder. Or another death. Or maybe it's just a... It was an instant finding out. I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another. Miss Von Karma. You can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst. You don't mean... I do. Scruffy, you have 30 minutes to get out of here. You are no longer needed. Goodbye. That's... Wait, please wait, sir. I don't get this month's paycheck. Quiet. If it weren't for the traitors like you, I would have won. Is that what you want to say? Who? That voice. Edgeworth! He's alive? It's been a long time, right? This is Mr. Edgeworth? What am I gonna do with you? Still blaming others when things go wrong? You haven't changed a bit, Francisca. You? How dare you show your face to me without a shredder's shame upon it? You saw the Von Kammer name, dragged it through the mud. You ran away with your tail between your legs like the ill-bred dog you are. Are you talking about the Von Kammer family creed? To be perfect in every way? Then let's hear it, Francisca. How are things going? I hear you are having a rough time maintaining a perfection in this country. I like that they added in a new sprite of him smiling, because he never smiled in the first game. You seem to be getting crushed underneath the weight of it all. That's what I came back. Keep your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. This case is mine. I'll never hand it over to you. Never. Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll see you tomorrow in court. It'll be a clinical lesson of the meaning of total victory. Still the same wild mare she always was. I thought you, the prosecutor Miles Edwards, had gone and died. Mr. Nick? I never wanted to see you again. I think that's enough for a warm welcome for someone you haven't seen in a year. Are you going to run tomorrow's trial? You heard her, right? The wild mare hasn't given in yet, it seems. So no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance. Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy, not to mention one-sided. There's more of a devious smile? Yeah. That was more of the one where he's in, like, court, but I mean, like, his talking sprite. This one. But I will say one thing. You can't win on your own at the trial tomorrow. What is that supposed to mean? I have something definitive that you lack. And working together is the definition of teamwork. It's the power to the truth. The truth? In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel the need of assistance, it is available to you. I have actually forgotten how to do his voice. I'm not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with the information. Just what is going on inside his head? A lot of things may have happened, however, Manfred von Kammer was still my mentor. A perfect win record is proof of a von Kammer. 1 year ago, you could not establish guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecutor's office? Did you leave because you had lost your perfect win record? You think your motivation for prosecution trial was so selfish? It'd been better for everyone if you never came back from the dead, Edgeworth. I see. Then let me ask you something. What do you stand in courtroom for? What is your reason? Well, with Francisca, she almost always says, I'll defeat you this time the instant she sees me. I meant to do it with just the one line, but I said it for the whole thing. But the courtroom is not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my client, to save their lives. To save your client, you say? Those who think only for their own ego-driven goals, those kind of prosecutors are reprehensible to me. Even if you're a prodigy, or someone like you, Edgeworth. It looks like there is still a lot you have yet to learn. A lot I have yet to learn. Me? Huh. Well, that's enough for now. The time when you will see is coming soon enough. I have no interest in talking about useless evidence. Put a little more thought into what you show me, Phoenix Wright. Still as stuck up as ever. Lethal Samurai? I'll just show you everything. You want to see a map? Or a dead body? How about some juice? We are looking into leads, but we can only look into a few key players with our limited resources. There's no reason for us to waste our energy investigating this person. Why don't you just tell me to be straight and say I don't have any info? He said Wright's defense attorney's badge was useless. Yeah. Just going by. Oh, here we go. There's an interesting rumor about this man. You mean the one about Miss Andrews getting close to him? Present random evidence time, yeah. Well, that's pretty common tabloid affair, isn't it? I don't take things at face value when there's more to be found. While I was abroad, these deplorable types of actors became popular, I take it. Well, refreshing like a spring's breeze is his motto. Refreshing? What is so refreshing about a spring breeze? Sounds like the pollen is not treating him well this year. I really thought he would have a reaction to Old Bag. Be like, no, it's her. I need to go back abroad. Bye. Adrian Andrews. She holds a large secret within herself. A secret? You can't help but feel that this whole case revolves around her. This woman is another key to solving this case. Do you really think so? She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago, but she was suddenly called away by a different show and became Juan Corrida's manager. And then a few months later, Celeste Impacts died. But her death was ruled a suicide, right? Yes, but there is still one riddle we've yet to solve. A riddle? A suicide note. It went missing. No one could find it. A suicide note that just vanished, huh? I don't know anything about myself. 25. That means 7 years older than Francisco. Miss Impact's death was most certainly a suicide. Of that, there is no mistake. No, careful. Edgeworth, your Steel Samurai fanboy is showing. However, we could not find her suicide note. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it. A suicide note? But how do you know Miss Impacts had even written such a note? There was no solid evidence, however. We did find traces of ink on her right-hand index finger. Because apparently she's a sloppy writer that can't write properly. Which makes the likelihood of a suicide note very high. But who would hide such a thing? The police think it was Mr. Juan Corrida himself. The victim? He was the one who found her body. Which makes him the only person who had a chance to hide her suicide note. Mr. Corrida had his own manager's suicide note? But why? As long as her note is missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless. For now, I think you should look this over. This is a suicide report. Part 1, anyway. Part 1? It's just Edgeworth just appears out of nowhere, has all the answers. Like a magician. Juan Corrida was a suicide note hit. I need to actually present that, I guess. I don't like to look through reports. I'd like suicide reports even less. Worst of all are the reports that have multiple parts like that one. This has 2. 2 parts? What you just handed me is the first part of the report. Here is the second part. The second part of the report is about suicide, attempted suicide. The attempter's name, it's Adrian Andrews. Miss Andrews? What did she do? She tried to kill herself. She doesn't seem like the kind of person to try and kill herself, though. You had the script, that's why. You think she's a strong career woman? That's just what she wants you to think. Adrian Andrews, she has a certain secret she's always trying to hide. Secret? Her dependent nature. That's what she's really like on the inside. Miss Andrews dependent. Talk about the exact opposite of what that woman is. What's this about Miss Andrews having a dependent nature? Adrian Andrews' attempt at suicide was a few days after the death of Celeste Impacts. And why did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide? Because his voice decided to go off into a tangent. Because she had apparently lost her will to live. Lost her will, but why would she? Her pillar of strength, her mentor Celeste Impacts, was gone forever. That's why. Why would that? Is that what they call following someone to the grave? After her attempt at suicide, Adrian Andrews started attending counseling sessions. I've missed this song. She is someone who needs a person in whom she can trust absolutely. And once she finds that person, she'll do anything she can to keep them near. Without such an anchor in her life, her crippling anxiety stifles her ability to live. And that's the nature of a dependency on others? Celeste Impact suddenly committed suicide. The world before her turned pitch black. That's according to Adrian Andrews herself. Then, that means her super confident attitude. It's all a facade. I'm surprised you actually were able to put the umlaut or whatever it's called on the C there. Nice. She's only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together. How terrible. Suicide report, added to court record. I guess that's everything? Appearances can be deceiving. It's such a cliche saying, but it's cliche because it's true. Miss Andrews, to think that behind that unwavering brave front, she's been hiding this weakness and fear. I have to examine this. Aw, it's kind of cute. Mr. Nick, what is this stuffed animal's name? That's the Blue Badger. It's my idea. I made it. It's the precinct's mascot, you know? Oh, wow. I'll get him a signed mascot of every police station if it's the last thing I do. Hope you succeed in your mission, sir. Good luck with that. We pretty much have given everything from him. Asked every option. I don't think there's anything else I can do with this, so... I guess now we just gotta rub it in Adrian Andrews' face now. We didn't even say bye to Edgeworth, we just left him. Congratulations, you received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Oh, well, thanks. I don't know if that's showing up for anyone else, but that's what it's saying to me. Jeez. I thought it was Gumshoe's idea. It was his idea. Oh, Miss Andrews is here. It looks like she's talking with someone. That's Francisca von Karma. Miss von Karma? What are you doing here? Well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so... They got some nerve following me around. Following you? That's you, Miss von Karma. You're the one doing the following. Charles, you're always following after that detective with the little beard. Me? Or following after Scruffy? Don't make me laugh. It's kind of cute that she gives him and just calls him Scruffy, not by his name. It's like calling him a dog. And let me show you something interesting, little girl. It's a bomb! What is that? An electromagnetic... It's hard to say a big word in an accent. An electromagnetic receiver. I planted a tracking device on that detective. And with this, I know that fool's every move. Alright, Rapper John, thanks for coming in. I think we'll be finishing that scene anyway. How long have we been going? 2 hours? Yeah, definitely we'll be continuing. So that was the noise we heard with this receiver. I feel really sorry for poor Detective Gumshoe now. Now then, let us stop wasting time. Adrian Andrews. Yes? Think hard about what we just discussed. Understood? All right. What are those two talking about? Miss Andrews. She seems a little dazed, doesn't she? Well, I'm going to make her even more dazed by shoving a magnetometer in her face. You will reveal all. You'll tell me everything before you finish. I was hard murdered. I'll show the tabloid. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to show it.
Take that!
And you did it for this person.
Take that!
Celeste Impax, your mentor. How'd you know about Celeste? Miss Impax, she committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. Right before her death, she was Juan Corrida's manager. So I believe you got close to Mr. Corrida so you could find out more about her suicide. You have a great imagination. You may have a future yet as a slimy muckraker for a future third-rate tabloid. Miss Andrews? There's no mystery surrounding her death, none. It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing. Is that really true? Was there really no mystery at all? I don't believe you were completely at ease with the way her suicide was resolved.
Take that!
Get a hold of yourself. Huh? If you want evidence on doing yourself in, I suggest asking someone, like the police. Which translates to, go and take off a little more short of a pier. Okay, so it's not that one.
Take that!
It's the other one. Miss Impact's suicide note was never found, was it? It looks like the police were under the suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like maybe the person who discovered her body, Mr. Corrida. Juan. And Miss Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. That's why you became intimate with Mr. Corrida. I've sat by quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor, however, allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know that a suicide note was ever found. I am a person who doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others. That's the impression you'd like to give off, however. I don't think that's who you really are. What? I have evidence that says otherwise. This is proof that Celeste Impact was someone very special to you.
Take that!
Miss Andrews, you nearly went through the same with it too, didn't you? Went through what? Ending your life. Miss Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You don't ask for anyone's help, relying only on yourself. Yes, I've been very independent ever since I can remember. However, this is all just a lie, a facade. You've always searched out people on whom you can depend on. You were dependent on Miss Impax, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had. Stop! When Celeste passed away so suddenly like that, I died a death of my own, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note. You must have heard about the police report. The one that said the police suspected Mr. Corrida of hiding Miss Impax's note. You heard about it and thought to recover it from him by getting close, am I right? If that is the case, then everything changes. What do you mean? What topic did we start this conversation on again? It was, why was the victim killed? Exactly. Somehow, Miss Andrews, it seems that you have become the one with a reason to want Mr. Corrida dead. Me? Miss Impax was everything to you. And then she died. And you would have do anything to find out why she killed herself. Even commit murder. Murder? I don't know why I'm saying murder with an accent. It's just weird. It's true. I'm a woman who can only live in insecurity. I'm physically small and I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all that, though. I've tried to live strongly. I never wanted anyone to find out the truth. Miss Andrews. It's the one thing I wanted to take with me to the grave. It was my secret, mine and mine alone. I'm sorry. You probably think I'm a worthless being right now, don't you? Please, Miss Andrews, all I want to know is the truth. After Celeste passed away, I heard that someone had hidden her suicide note. And that someone was Juan Corrida. Celeste, without her, I became scared. Everyone seemed like they were out to get me. So you got close to Mr. Corrida to recover her suicide note, correct? Was that tabloid reported the truth after all? Ironic, isn't it? Well, like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. And if they purposely add fuel to the fire, they keep the celebrity world burning. But as for the suicide note, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for it. It just doesn't suit me, that's all. Well, that's enough for now. Still have work to do, so I understand. Oh, I have one small favor to ask. My attempted suicide. I'd like for you to keep it a secret. Miss Andrews. Pearls, just forget it. She's an old man now. If people found out about my weakness, I would sooner choose to die than live. Alright, I understand. We'll keep it a secret. Miss Andrews, I guess she's the overthinking type. She probably never says anything without carefully thinking it through first. Thank you for the discretion. Mr. Nick, can I ask you something? What is it? Miss Andrews has been playing with that card in her hand since a little while back. That card? Yeah, I guess she has. Miss Andrews, what is that card you're holding? Huh? Oh, this? I don't quite know. It suddenly just appeared in my handbag. What is it? It looks like a seashell? That's what it looks like, doesn't it? I honestly don't remember owning this card. I wonder where I picked it up from. Her not remembering something clearly sounds like it would be a rare occurrence. Well, I must be off. I'll leave Mr. Engard in your capable hands. Well then. Well, I think we've gathered about all we can. What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright? Oh, Pearl, she looks so worn out by all this. She hasn't slept at all and has been walking all over the place with me today. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? Let's go back to the office for a little while. You're really tired, right? Oh, no, I'm okay. Really. I'm fine, I really am. You don't look fine to me. Back we go. So, what now? Well, we did find one thing out for sure. Miss Andrews has a motive. You mean Miss Impact's suicide note? That's right. She was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever. Ah, Mr. Nick, the transceiver. Hello? Miss Wright Call law offices. Mr. Attorney, you are not answering a phone. Maya, where's Maya? As I promised, I have not gone within a few feet of her this whole time. Which is why I suppose she is absolutely famished. What? So I suggest you win a quick acquittal, my friend. At any cost, wouldn't you agree? Wait, Maya, let me hear her. Very well. Ask my... Maya, is that you? Sis. Ask my sis. Maya! Damn it, he cut me off. Mystic Maya said ask my sis, didn't she? Sis? What does she mean by that? Come on, Phoenix. Ugh, you're a hopeless one. Sorry. Ah! Exploding out of clothes, Mia! I have a message from Maya, so come, ask me anything you want about her. How's Maya? She's safe, for now. The kidnapper is one to keep his words, it seems. I'm glad to hear she's safe, but Mia, how did you know? As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left. Then I gathered as much information about her surroundings as I could. I didn't know you could use spirit channeling like that. Pretty smart of her. The kidnapper. What's he like? I don't know. Apparently, Maya went to answer a phone call at the hotel and was drugged there. And she didn't see the face of her attacker. Ugh. Maya's locked up in a very dark place right now. I'll tell you everything I heard when I was with her. When you were with her? Date. Don't know. I'm starving. I could really go for some apple pie. I mean, at the time like this, sweets are the only way to go. I have to stay positive. He promised me he wasn't going to kill me. I'm not going to die. What's this? I wonder if you're with Nick right now. Right, we'll probably do these last parts until it gets to the next part of the case, and then we'll probably move on. And then stop for today, what I meant to say. Huh, someone dropped a card here. Kind of looks like a business card, but there's no name on it. Huh, it's a picture of a seashell, I think. What a strange card. What's this? It feels like there's a lot of glass bottles here. And these, they feel like barrels? I'll pass. Too bad I'm really hungry. I'm not really thirsty. I guess what it's trying to insinuate is that this room is supposed to be very dark, but it can't be for the player because they wouldn't be able to see what they're doing. So they just kept everything light. There's all sorts of things piled up here, but it's too dark to see. Drat, it's locked. But this door's locked seems easy enough to open. On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or a stiff piece of cardboard. Then click, they magically open the door. I wonder if there's a card like that around here I could choose. Oh, that's it, the shell card. If I use this, maybe I can open the door. This might be my key out of here. I had a feeling this card might be useful. I'm such a genius. Alright, now if you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper. I did it. Okay, now I'm going to get the heck out of here. I shouldn't keep Nick waiting or worried. And then she escaped, and everything was fine. All right. Part 2. Woo! All right. With that, we will stop there for today. Maya has now unlocked the ability to lockpick, so now she can just steal all the hamburgers she wants. But yeah, this case is, I will say that this case is probably one of my favorites, purely because of how, not real it gets, but how serious it gets. Because I feel like a lot of the cases, things get serious, but not to the point where it's like, it's serious. It's just, it'll be like, oh, here's a serious moment, but it'll be offset by like something funny or something like to offset the darkness of it. Whereas this is like, no, there's people like attempted suicides, Maya's been kidnapped, by a murderer, by an assassin. There's all this mystery. It's very serious, and I like it. I like when it starts to get serious and it tries not to tell as many jokes, because then it gives the seriousness and the moments more weight than it would do if it didn't do that. So I appreciate that. And we will be continuing that next week. We'll be playing this again on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday, where we'll be continuing with this. But we'll be back on Tuesday with more Baldur's Gate, so look forward to that. I will be posting my schedule as usual on my Twitter, which should also be in the description. But outside of that, thank you all for joining the Managed to Make It today. Hope you all enjoyed. My chat was very talkative today, so it was a lot of fun. So thanks for joining, everyone. Hope to see you all next time. As usual, like, follow, subscribe, do that bell notification if you want to know when I next stream, you get notified of it. And if you want to help support me directly, there's links to Patreon and tips. They do help a lot. If you do become a patron, you get your name added to this list, such as with Hiroru Kuni, where I thank you for the continued support. And you'll be like part of the special family or whatever you would want to call it. But yeah, until next time, y'all take care. Have a nice rest of the week. Have a nice weekend, and I'll see you all on Tuesday. Until then, y'all take care. Bye, y'all. Bye, Sean. Bye, Rafatron. Thanks for joining today. It was fun. Bye-bye.